Hey guys, what's up? It's Glitter once again doing another video in the fort, but this is still day 2. I just decided I found let's see. Oh, this right here. I have this. Okay, so I went everywhere with this in school. That's why you can see lots of papers. This was my little diary thingy bob. Or like when I get bored in school, I usually if I finish work or stuff, I write stories. And supposedly I wrote a story and I have never shared it with someone because we forgot about it. But we're gonna get a hat on. That looks awful. Okay. It's called 3 Girls. Okay. Once upon a time, there was 3 girls walking in a forest. Stacy had blonde hair and didn't know much as the other 2. She was kind of small, but she was really cute. Lucy had brown hair and knew a lot. She could win any girl or boy over. She was a little taller than Stacy. Jamie had brownish hair and was a little smart. She didn't think anybody cared about her, and was a little smaller than Lucy. Okay, so this was a story that I wrote during class. It was about me, Abby, and our friend Calista, Luigi, the other chick on our thing about you. And so Abby was Stacy, I was Jamie, and Calista was Lucy. So okay. Where was I? They were walking, and it was nighttime, and they didn't have anything on them. Well, they had clothes, okay? They were cold and starving. They continued walking, and they didn't look at each other once. Walking. Wait, what? Okay. They were so mad at each other. They didn't even know why. They were all so tired. So they walked until they found a place to sleep the night off. They walked for about 2 more hours, and then they found a patch of grass. They were so happy to find somewhere to sleep. They were slept the night off. They woke up to bugs all over them. Plot twist. Jamie and Lucy screamed so loud the bugs Bugs got scared and ran off with them. Stacy just laughed while getting the bugs, picking out the bugs out of her hair. Jamie and Lucy were so confused. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, but I was just weird. So prepare yourself for the next coming part. So hang on, let me just show you. Okay, look how, there's front and back to this, and there's, Stacy's stomach growled, and then she looked at Jamie. Jamie was so confused, and then at a blink of a light, you just blink, and then blink of a light, Jamie saw Stacy running toward her. Jamie just screamed, out of nowhere. She didn't do anything, she screamed. Stacy ran after Jamie and tackled her. They both were on the ground, and Lucy jumped on both of them. Stacy was trying to eat Jamie's arm, while Jamie is trying to get Stacy and Lucy off of her. Lucy is on Stacy, pulling her hair, trying to save Jamie's arm. Jamie screams, "Get off of me now!" They both get off and just sit there in the grass. Jamie's laying there so sore she can't even move. Lucy and Stacy felt bad. They didn't know why. Jamie screams out of nowhere, "Ow! My leg!" Lucy and Stacy looked at her, concerned. They asked, "What's wrong?" Jamie said, It's my leg. I can't move it. It hurts. Lucy says, there's not a doctor around, so you're out of luck. Stacy stands up and says, we can't fight right now. We're hungry and Jamie might have broken her leg. Jamie screams again, so Lucy and Stacy get up and pick Jamie up, and they all try walking to find a road. It took a total of 5 hours to look, and they found a road. They saw a car coming, so they rushed to the car, and the car stopped. A guy rolled down the window and asked, OMG, let me get the OMG, are you girls okay? Do you need a ride? They all just nodded their heads. They got in the back seat. And the guy asked, what's wrong with her leg? Jamie said, It feels like it's broken. The guy said, oh man, let's take you to the hospital. It took the guy an hour and a half to get to the hospital. The guy opened the door for the girls and told Lacey, why do I keep on saying Lucy? Lucy and Stacy to go get a nurse or a doctor. They ran in and got a doctor. The guy picked up Jamie, picked her up, hold on. Okay, I'm the guy, and picks her up just like this and holding her like that. And picked her up like a baby. Where is it? Like a baby, and went inside. The doctor came up and put Jamie in a wheelchair. 2 hours later, stop! 2 hours later, Jamie walks out to the lobby in a cast and with crutches. Stacy and Lucy walk up to Jamie and hugs Jamie tightly. The guy walks up to them and said, "Sorry about your leg, but anyway, do you girls need a place to stay?" Jamie answered, saying, "Yes." The girls walked to the car and got in the back seat. Stacy asked, "Where are we gonna stay?" The guy says, "My place. It has 2 guest rooms and a free couch." They all say, "Okay." The girls fell asleep on their way there. They wake up and see flowers and a pretty blue sky. The guy said, "You like the view?" They said, "Yes." They said, "Yes." The guy said, "Oh wait, yeah." The guy said, "We are at my house in Meadow City." The girls got out of the car and just stood there, looking at the beautiful flowers all over the ground. The guy walked up to his door and unlocked it with a key. The girls walked up to the door and then walked in the house. Stacy says, "We're hungry. Do you have anything good?" The guy says, "Yes. Let me cook something up. One of you girls can go take a shower. It's down the hall to your right." Lucy volunteers because she's the most dirtiest. Stacy and Jamie just sit on the couch to watch some TV. Jamie gets up from the couch and grabs her crutches and walks to the kitchen and sits at the kitchen table. The guy sees Jamie sitting there, so he walks up to her and says, "How's your foot doing?" She said, "It hurts a little still." He just looks at her for a whole minute. Then goes back to cooking. Lucy gets out of the shower and walks to the kitchen table and sits down. Stacy comes as well. The guy brings dinner to the table and sits down. The girls look at the food and stared at it. They didn't know what to say. The guy just sat there eating and then said, "You guys gonna eat?" Then the girls ate it all up. Jamie decided to go take a shower so that Stacy and Lucy and the guy can watch a movie. They start the movie while Jamie goes and takes a fake shower. A fake shower. Takes a fake shower. She goes and explores the house. She sees a room with a lock on the handle. She's now very worried about staying here. Now she decides to take a real shower. The movie ends and Stacy decides to get some nice night air. So Lucy joins her. Jamie gets out of the shower and heads to the living room where the guy is just sitting there. Jamie sits down next to the guy and says, "Well, you never told us what your name was." He just looks at her and then says, It's Parker. Jamie smiles and then says, "That's a lovely name." Lucy and Stacy come in and sit down on the couch. They all talk for hours until Parker says, "I'm getting tired. Anyone else?" They all agree and they all get up. Parker tells Jamie she can take one of the guest's room just because of her leg. Jamie goes to the room and closes the door. Parker tells Lucy she can take the other guest's room. Lucy walks to the other guest's room. Lucy walks to the other guest's room and closes the door and gets in bed. Parker tells Stacy she can sleep on the couch tonight. Stacy says, "Okay, night." It's in the middle of the night when Stacy hears a loud noise. When she gets up and looks around. She walks down the hall and checks on Lucy and Jamie. They seem fine. She keeps walking down the hall in complete darkness. She felt someone touch her, and when she turned around to see what it was, someone dragged her into the dark room. She was scared. She was scared. Of course she was. She was scared and didn't know what was going on. The person who was in there with her tied her up to a chair. Stacy screams, "Who are you? And why am I tied up?" To a chair. The person turns on the light. Stacy gasps, "Why are you doing this to me?" "Because I can't." "Because I can," says Parker. "I always knew you were very curious about this trip here." Stacy says, "What? Why would you think that?" Parker says, "Because look at you." Stacy replies, "Will you just let me go?" Parker unties and whispers to her, "I'm watching you." Stacy runs to Lucy and wakes her up. Stacy tells Lucy everything, and then they wake up Jamie and they tell her everything too. Jamie says, "We need to get out of here now." They agree. Jamie gets her crutches and they all walk outside where it's pouring down rain. Ugh. And they all start power walking because Stacy has crutches and and start power walking down the road, and they all hear a big sound. They all look back to see Parker standing in the rain with a gun in his hand. Jamie screams. Remember this, okay? Jamie screams. And Stacy walks up to Parker and punches him right in the nose. She walks back to the girls, and they walk till they find a store. Jamie spots a store, and they walk to it. They walk inside, all soaking wet. Guys, this is an awful part. Beware. The store owner just stares at them while they walk down the aisles. Lucy notices some blood on Jamie's side. Jamie says, "What's wrong, Lucy?" Lucy points to the blood. It's gonna be like, the blood was like right here. I guess. They all freak out. Stacy says, we need you to be calm, okay, Jamie?" Jamie screams in pain. Lucy goes and gets the owner of the store. The owner tells Jamie that she has a bullet inside of her. Guys, do you remember what it was? Tells her that she has a bullet inside of her. Lucy starts crying and starts screaming, "Why her? No!" Stacy puts her arm around Jamie and tells her to lay down so Stacy can get the bullet out. Jamie is breathing slowly now. Lucy gets on the ground to tell Jamie that it'll be okay. I promise. Please stay with me. Stacy gets the bullet out and her hands are covered in blood. Jamie says a soft goodbye. And took her last breath. Lucy and Stacy start crying and sobbing. 2 hours passed and they stop crying. Okay, this I don't know where I didn't even know where to do with Jamie. Okay, they take Jamie's body and to the dumpster. sorry, Jamie. Um, they take Jamie's body to the dumpster. Lucy hugs Stacy tightly and says, "Why did I have to beat her? She was already in pain." Stacy nods her head, and they start walking again. They find a forest, and then they stay there for the night. Morning comes, and they wake up perfectly fine. Stacy says, "I'm hungry now." Lucy says, "Don't eat my arm off, please." They both start laughing and then stop. They walk the forest some more, and they spot a deer. Stacy walks up to it slowly, but the deer just runs off. Lucy sighs. They start walking to the road again, and they see people jogging. Stacy and Lucy run up to the people and ask them if they have any snacks on them. One of the joggers gives them fruit snacks. They say thank you, and they walk away. It was getting dark, and Lucy decides to go to the patch of grass where they all started. They slept the night off and wake up sick the next morning. Stacy ran off in the middle of the night. So Lucy was all alone. She screamed and no one heard her. She was scared and lonely. She screamed more and still no one heard her. She got up and told the patch of grass, "Goodbye. Goodbye, patch of grass. I will miss you, patch of grass. Goodbye." Then she walked to the road and followed it until she saw someone. 2 hours passed of her walking and screaming. She finally saw a car driving toward her. She got up and stuck her thumb out. "Hello, help me." The car stopped fire, and the guy rolled down the window. Lucy screamed, "Ah!" Lucy said, "Parker, what are you doing here?" I thought I might come say sorry." It's too late for that. It's too late for that. Jamie's dead because of you," said Lucy. Jamie puts his head down on the steering wheel, and then says, "I know, I'm sorry. I was just mad at you, upset/mad at you for you guys leaving." Then Lucy says, "She was already in pain. Didn't have to give her more pain." Parker just stares at Lucy, then says, "Please get in. I'll take you wherever you want." Lucy gets in and tells Parker that she wants to go look for Stacy. They drive for hours shouting and screaming for Stacy. They couldn't find her anywhere until Lucy tells Stacy to go to the store where Jamie died. Lucy gets out and runs to the back where the dumpster is. She sees Stacy sitting there crying. Stacy, I've been looking for you. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you're okay," Lucy says. Stacy looks up at Lucy, then stands up and hugs her tightly. I was scared. I'm sorry I left you all alone," said Stacy. Lucy didn't say anything. She just kept hugging Stacy tightly. They both let go and They both let go and look at each other. Lucy tells Stacy that Parker came to say sorry and that he's waiting for us outside in the front. Stacy nods her head. Hold on, how much farther? I only have like 2 pages left. And they both walk to the car. Parker sees Stacy and says, "Where do you want to go?" Stacy points to a map that says Paradise. Parker and Lucy just nod their heads, and then Parker starts driving to Paradise. 7 hours pass, and they arrive at the island Paradise. Stacy and Lucy step on the sand and wave to Parker, saying goodbye. Lucy hugs Stacy whispering, "I wish Jamie was here." Stacy nods her heads, then they let go. Then they let go. Um, Lucy just lays in the hot sand with her feet in the water, while Stacy is under a tree sleeping. Lucy falls asleep as well. They wake up and see a monkey on a tree. The monkey made a weird noise, then ran to Stacy. Stacy makes a weird noise right back at it. Lucy walks up to it and says, "Jamie would love you." The monkey did a sad face, then climbed back up the tree. Stacy looks at Lucy and says, "Why was it sad? Did it know Jamie or something?" Lucy just shrugged her shoulders. That's what Callista would do. And then climbed back at the tree. She just shrugged her shoulders. Stacy and Lucy heard a noise, and they looked around. They saw a person driving a boat. They squinted their eyes, and they saw a girl driving the boat. The girl hit the island and started walking up to Stacy and Lucy. Lucy screamed and ran to go hug the girl. Stacy was so confused. Then she walked up and then realized that it was the store owner. Lucy stopped hugging her. Lucy says, "What are you doing here? And how did you know where we were?" The store owner said, oh my goodness, memories right now. The store owner said, "Well, Jamie left a note on my counter before you noticed the blood, and the note said," this is Jamie saying this, okay? This was the note. "I am going to die soon. I want to thank you, and if you lose Stacy and Lucy, they are probably at the Paradise Island. That's Stacy's favorite place. But anyways, bye." Lucy just puts her head down and says, She knew. She was shot the whole time?" Stacy says, "Maybe that's why she screamed." It was awkward for a very long time. Then the monkey comes and makes a weird noise. They all look at the monkey and just stare at it. It was getting dark, and the store owner starts a campfire. They all go by the fire and start singing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." The next morning comes, and everybody is so tired. Stacy decides to go scuba diving, so she gets ready, then heads off. Lucy decides to talk to the monkey and the store owner. Talks to the monkey. The store owner wants to sleep more. The 2 hours passed, and Stacy comes back with a bag full of stuff. Lucy sees Stacy and says, "Ooh, what's that? What's in there?" Stacy looks at the bag, then back at Lucy, and says, "It's treasure." They all gasp, and then sit at the campfire. Stacy unzipped the bag, and a lot of gold and diamonds and necklaces fell out. "Whoa," said Lucy. The store owner said, "You're gonna split that with us, right?" "No, she's not, because she's selfish." "Selfish," says Parker. Lucy screams, so does the store owner. "I'm not selfish. I'm going to share it with them and not you," says Stacy. Parker starts running toward her, but gets halfway because the monkey bit him. Everyone cheered the monkey on. Parker didn't stand up or wasn't breathing. Lucy goes and picks up the monkey and whispers to him. The end. Well, guys, I know this was a long video. I just wanted to, share that story with you because I thought it was great. I will see you guys later, and love ya. Bye.